cmpradio.net. It's the station.
Yeah. What's up, everybody, man? This is Uncomfortable Conversations. I'm your host, Uncle P.
And it's Drea B, y'all.
Let's go. On this episode, Drea B is going to take over. This is her episode. Right? I know y'all tired of hearing about my stuff, right? But this is Uncomfortable Conversations, where we have real conversations, right? Some stuff might touch you, some stuff might go over your head, but all of it can be grabbed and used, and it all helps to heal, right? Because you can't
heal what you don't reveal.
Come on, man. cmpradio.net. Let's go. Drea.
All right, y'all. So, we be having some real deep conversations over here, and today is going to be a little deep conversation. I'm going to have P ask me a few questions, but the topic today is really about birthing a higher version of yourself. So how do we go from survival mode to thriving? Everybody wants to be their best self, but do you know how?
I don't think everybody wants to be their best self. I don't.
Why?
Because I just don't. I don't think everybody wants to be.
You think some people just wake up and say, I just want to be an asshole today. I want to be a bum today.
If being your best self requires you to step away from money, or requires you to step away from friends, or requires you to get uncomfortable, everybody's not in a rush to do that. You could just look on Facebook and see the posts that get the most, you feel me, traction, or the negative posts. You're not your best self if you're looking at negative stuff. You're not your best self if you're looking at somebody beating somebody up when you have a brother that's giving, or a sister that's giving you good advice and you ain't following it. You're not trying to be your best self. But I get it.
So okay, you do have valid points, but then I have a valid point as well. And
I'm explaining. You got to give the point. You got to give the point for it to be valid.
Oh, okay. So The thing is, we can want certain things, but we may not want to put in the work to get those certain things.
You don't want it. You
can want a new car, but don't want to pay a car payment, right?
You can want a new car
and don't want a car payment, but want a new car, right?
But then you don't get the car. Then you don't want the new car.
You still can want it though. What you mean?
You can't want it if you don't go get it. See, wants are followed by a need for it. You feel me? If you need a new car, you're gonna get it. If you want a new car, you don't necessarily have to go get it. So I get what you're saying there, but no. If you really need a new car, if you can't get to work, you need a new car, you're gonna get the car, correct?
Yeah.
If you want a new car, but you already have a car that's getting you back,
you don't have to go get it.
So wants and needs are different.
True.
Right.
But I'm just saying, some people want to improve, but they repeat patterns. So it's like you have the desire,
right?
But you're not taking steps.
Because they don't need to do it. They don't need to change. Changing hurts, Drea. Changing.
Oh, I know.
Changing sting. It stretches you.
Who you telling? I know.
I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, right? But we want people to understand that no one said that changing is easy. You can't believe that it is. You get to believe in change is easy. Anybody can do it. Then everybody would do it.
True.
Right? You have a dream. You want something. You're going to wake up and make sure you can do what you need to do to get it. Right?
Right.
If you don't really do what you need to do to get it, it's not really a dream. It's just a thought. See, thoughts and dreams are different. A dream is something you want, that you need to do. I need to do this. I'm going to do this. I don't care what I have to put off. I don't care what I have to sacrifice. I don't care what I have to not do to do it.
But you can have a dream but have barriers. Like invisible barriers and visible barriers. Like you really, in your mind, this is my dream. This is really what I want.
Right.
But say, for instance, if you have a dream, but you're emotionally unstable.
Eesh.
Like maybe you have mental health issues. Maybe it could be all types of things that get in the way. Doesn't mean that you don't have that dream, but if you don't get the barriers out the way, how do you get to that dream without removing those barriers?
You got me deep in the hole with emotional. What'd you just say? What's the issue? Mental health issues.
Mental health. You got some mental health issues?
You have mental health issues. The dream is getting right. You know what I mean? That should be your dream, is to get right. You shouldn't have no dreams beyond getting right, coming out of mental health issues. I want to be right for myself. I want to be able to stand around people and not get so. Any dream that you got some mental health issues. You feel me? Any dream that you got that's up there in the sky, you got to get right first.
But sometimes you could have issues that you're not, like, everybody's not self-aware. So you can have some things going on and you like, oh, this is my normal, but it's really not that normal. But it's your normal.
Hey, listen, if it's not that normal, then we can't do it. We shouldn't want to do it. And I should want to get straight, right? So I get you. I'm just saying, everything comes with sacrifice. Everything comes with a pittance. You have to pay. You have to pay something. Like nothing is free.
Absolutely.
And if you continue to be you, who you were before, moving into this new situation, you won't get it. It'll keep slipping out. It's like soap. The harder you try to grip it, the more, you know what they say, don't drop the soap. So you get the drop in the soap, somebody going to play with your butt. Now it switches over. Then you become something else. CMPRadio.net. This is Uncomfortable Conversations, man. And we're getting into this. Surviving or thriving? Can you let me know which side are you on right now?
I feel like I'm thriving, but I was in survival mode for a very long portion of my life.
Okay. All right. And what does survival mode feel like to you?
I feel like I was drowning mentally.
Right.
I felt like I was kind of like on that hamster wheel that I'd be like, people need to get off the hamster wheel. It's like repeating certain patterns.
Absolutely.
And then the thing is, the fact that I have a counseling background and went to school for counseling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can give everybody advice. But I ain't taking my own daggone advice.
Yeah,
I'm just going around in circles. I'm a counselor. I have 2 master's degrees. What's wrong, sis? Like, yeah, I would have those conversations with myself. Like, girl, you give the best advice. Everybody can call you, but your life is a shamble. It's like, it's a wreck. And I got tired of that.
How tired did you get? When did you know that you had enough of it? Right, because there will be a reckoning. You feel me? You will have to answer for everything, and then you just like, you know what? I can't continue on with this. Like, if you're on a hamster wheel, you know what I mean? It will fall off.
I'm putting it all out there.
Right.
I really believe I went through a spiritual awakening at 40. I feel like everything came crashing down.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I had to heal from things back from when I was like 6 years old.
Right.
Like, all of that just boom, 40. I don't know what. It was just boom, 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 boom. And I thought I was going to lose my mind for a little bit. I was losing my mind for a little bit, but I was functional, going to work, doing what I had to do, showing up for the children at work. Okay. When I came home, I completely shut down. Like, but you would never know because when I'm at work, hey, everybody, doing the job and everything. But I was miserable.
They say misery loves company, right? So when we grow up, majority of the things that we deal with as an adult come from our childhood.
Absolutely.
You feel me? We learned how to protect ourselves, how to run from things, how to hide from things, how to bury things, how to walk with certain things that made us look a certain type of way, right? So for me, I think I've been in survival mode outside of survival mode, right?
Wow, can you explain that?
So no.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah. It's not to be
No, I know.
smart
I respect it. I respect it.
This ain't for me.
Okay.
This is your podcast, right?
Got you.
Anybody that knows me knows where my survival mode started. My first survival mode. Then I got into the radio station. I was still in survival mode because the people I thought would be here with me weren't. So then I had to. It was either lose everything, like people had planned for me to do, you know what I mean? Or try to patch some things together. And at that time, I had no other choice but to patch it together the way I was patching things together before. You know what I mean? Like, and so I'm out of survival mode, but I'm right back in it again. You know what I mean? Because there's something here I don't want to lose. There's something here I don't want to give up. There's something here that's worth sacrificing all that other shit for.
Got you.
You feel me? Happiness, a partner, a happy life. I was willing to sacrifice all that for the radio station because I saw it as something. You know what I mean? And I did that. And then I came to a point where I was on the phone with my mother, talking to my mother, and I said, I want to focus on the radio station. Like, I feel like that's where I need to be. I feel like that's what's calling me more than, and I love working in the community. I love being a part of CPSN. I love being a part of PA Humanities, right? I love doing all those things. But that was somebody else's idea. That was a job. This is me. The radio station is me, right? You know, the things that come from the radio station can come from the community and the different podcasts and different things like that. But the platform, that's built on me. Right. So, you know, when I quit those jobs, I wasn't mad or upset. I felt like I was in other people's way. You know what I mean? Like, no. Oh, let me move. Like, let me get out of your way. And I think I posted something in my story today talking about that. Like, you got to know when to get out of people's way. Oh, you feel me? Especially if you think someone can take something further than, bro. Oh, excuse me. Even on podcast, oh man, go ahead. You get in front of this. I'd rather be in the background doing this stuff. This is what I love to do. You know what I mean? So, thriving. I haven't reached that point yet. Okay. I'm trying to get there. I'm learning how to get there without having all the anchors on me.
Let's talk about those anchors. So that's the thing. When you want to thrive, you have to shed a lot of things.
A lot.
Parts of yourself. And some things you want to share that you actually might think is good. And you're like, Dad, I really like this. I really like this place. I really like this thing. I really like this person. I really thought this part of me was cool. And it wasn't. That's the painful part. Because you want to hold on to that old thing, but you got to make room for that new thing. But the comfort level will make you want to just hold on to that old thing. Because it's like, I know that old thing. This new thing, I don't. I'm scared. Like, this new thing, I don't know what's going to happen, you know, and that was hard for me. I ain't going to lie.
I've never been scared of something new.
What?
I haven't. I've never been scared of something new. Again, abandonment, attachment. You can leave me any moment. I'm not scared of something new. I'm not. I would love for something to stay. You know what I mean? But I'm not holding on to that because I'm scared of something new. Crazy. Every day is a new day.
True.
Right? So, you know, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I don't know what's going to happen in an hour. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm always anticipating the new. No problem with the new at all. Right? So I think for me it's that abandonment, it's that comfortability, right?
That's what I just spoke on.
Right. But I'm not scared of the new. No, I like the new.
And you like the old.
If the old is comfortable, if the old is uncomfortable, I don't like the old. You know what I mean? Like if it's Like, why are we arguing? Why are we fussing? Why are we fighting? What are we trying to do here as a business? Like, what are we trying to do, right? Or as a relationship? I think everybody always talk about that equally yoked situation. I never really paid a lot of attention to that, right? Because it's very important, right? Why are you trying to be with someone who wants to be just like you? It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Well, what about alignment though? It doesn't mean you have to be just like a person, but do we have things in common?
Do we have what is the one thing that's in common with the wheels of a car? One thing. It's only one thing.
They all go around and around.
What controls them? The wheel. Yeah. If we don't have a will, we got to understand what we want. We got to understand what you want and what I want. Where are we going? We can't want the exact same thing because we're turning on different axes. You know what I mean? We're not turning on the same.
That's a different perspective. I never looked at it like that.
Right, you have to, because if you don't, then you're running around.
Core values
are important.
Right. So I feel like our core values should be the same.
Our core values should mirror each other, not be the same. It should look intent. All right.
I'm listening.
I'm a person that's for the community.
Yes.
I have to mess with someone that's for the community. Right.
Right.
I want a podcast. Right. So I have to deal with someone that approves of me having a podcast.
Right.
The way I talk, the way I share, the way I'm out in the public and a people person. I got to be with someone that's okay with that. I can't deal with someone that's not okay with that. That's first thing she thinking about is that, yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work. Right? So I wouldn't want to be with someone who's trying to be in competition with me. That's what I meant to say. Not that she can't kind of be like me, but if I'm doing something, I don't want her to be in competition. I'm outdoing, or I'm gonna outdo this, or I'm gonna do this, or I'm gonna draw. You feel me? Like I don't want that. You get that now?
I get that.
Makes better sense.
I feel like, but you also want somebody that could like add to you, and not necessarily try to like just be taking, like add. Like what you're doing in a community, maybe they may not do exactly what you do, but they could add.
Absolutely.
Contribute
Absolutely.
in some kind of way.
Absolutely. I don't have a problem with that. Right? I don't want someone
trying to compete with you.
That competition, that's hard in the house. Because who's the winner? We're competing against each other. We're not the winner. Our relationship isn't the winner. Our bond isn't the winner. You're the winner. Individuality. Now you're big on that. No, we got to be a team.
And you know what? It's funny you say that because it's like I've had friendships with women where I'm like, they're competing with me, and I'm like, but I'm not competing with you. Like, we're friends. I want you to win. You should want me to win. It's just weird. People be weird sometimes.
So I heard this. I'm sure I heard it on Instagram. Competition happens at the bottom. Collaboration happens at the top.
Wow.
Right? So I want to collaborate. I don't want to be at the bottom. I've been at the bottom before. I don't want to be at the bottom anymore. So when I meet with people, I'm like, how can we work together?
Right. You
do. How
do.
can we help each other?
You do.
You feel me? Like, I can help you like this. You can help me like that. Are you willing to help me like that? Are you willing to? But everybody's not willing to do that.
True.
Right? Because they feel as though they've been either looked over or they've been used or they've been taken advantage of before. And I get that, but that's not me. So you try to start new with people. You feel me? I'm not trying to use you, but I don't want you to use me either.
Facts.
I've given so much. I've done so much. If you're going to continue to use me, then I'm going to be used up. But if we're collaborating, that means I'm pouring into you, you're pouring into me. I pour into you, you pour into me. We're helping each other. We're growing, and things go up as you grow, right? We get to the top. We both here at the top. I wouldn't be here without you. I wouldn't be here without you.
Right.
Oh, thank you. Who else did we help up along the way? Right?
Right.
So, that's how you know you're thriving, when you have a group of people helping each other, right? And we're moving forward, not backwards. You know what I mean? So, Hey, Miss Tracy, how are you? Thanks for the stars. Friends definitely don't compete. I don't have time for it. If you're competing, I'm going to have a seat. You go ahead and win.
I think that comes from insecurities too. Like if you're trying to compete with your like somebody that you call a friend, or like if you got this, like
That's how we grew up. We grew up competing. Hustlers grew up competing. We didn't grow up collaborating. We didn't say, all right, yo, we gonna go buy this 9, we gonna split it down the middle, we gonna make these sales, we gonna go buy back and buy 18. No, it was like you buy your 4.5, I buy my 4.5. Let's see who get rid of it first. First person, da-da-da-da-da. Then we take it to the court. We betting on this, da-da-da-da. It's always been a competition. It's never been, let's work together. Let's get this shit done. Let's buy this property. Let's buy this property and fix it up together. Let's rent this one out, then buy another one. Now we got 2. You got 1, I got 1. Then buy another one. We got a 3rd. Now that 3rd one is coming in to buy the 4th one. We never thought of it that way. But it was easy. It's easy because collaboration happens at the top. Competition at the bottom. Bro, that's very small to think about competition. Oh, man, he got a podcast. I'm going to get one. I'm going to tear his joint up. Why not? We can work together. We can build the radio station into something that we need, a powerful. But everybody want individual silos. You know what I mean? In the individual silos, no one gets seen.
Very valid point.
So, survival too. Absolutely. It's definitely survival. Right. So, you said there was a point when survival was all you knew.
Yeah.
When did thriving become what you knew, and how did that look to other people?
Okay, first of all, I had to get out of like a victim mindset. Like I can't control the things that happened to me that when I was a kid that I didn't deserve. I can't control certain things that happen. Like I can't, like, these bad things have happened to me and it did impact me negatively. But once I said, okay, these experiences shape me versus they almost tried to kill me. You know what I'm saying? That's when things started shifting. Because I used to be like, oh, poor me. I didn't deserve this. And I didn't deserve certain things, but it's like, if you just keep on being in that mindset, you're never going to move forward. Right. So I started saying, okay, for instance, I was a micro preemie. Like I was supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? Just let's talk about my entrance into the world. I was supposed to die. They called me Thimbles because you could like hold me in the palm. Yep. Wow. So that's my story from the beginning. So I'm like, oh gosh, I hear that story. I'm like, oh my God, I was supposed to die. The story, my mom almost hemorrhaged by giving birth to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I just was like, Andrea, like that was your story, okay, but that's part of your story, but okay, you survived. Right. So that's you survived. I just had to say, okay, this happened to you, but you survived. Right. This happened to you, but you survived. Instead of like, why did this happen to me? So it started with a change in mindset and how I looked at things that happened to me that were traumatic. So you say that's more of a big picture? Yeah. Right. My perspective had to change because if it didn't, I would still be miserable, actually. Absolutely. When perspective has an opportunity to change, that's God shining a light in the room. He's showing you everything you need to see, right? Because a lot of people believe perspective is reality. Right. Perception is reality. Perspective is reality, right? So when it changes, when it has an opportunity to change, when you're going through something bad or you're thinking bad about yourself and someone comes in and gives you a gift, they give you a conversation, they give you a moment to talk about what you have versus what you don't know you have. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I ain't got no money, but you got health, right? Mm-hmm. Oh man, for me, I have 8 children. None of my children are in children's hospital. You know what I mean? Like, none of my children are on drugs. None of my children are locked up. None of my children are out here carrying guns or dating anybody doing the same thing. None of my children are suffering from any kind of ailments or things like that. So I'm blessed. Shit, when I wake up and I do my morning joint, you woke up breathing, you woke up blessed. Yes. I mean that shit, because thinking you're up. Right. How many people didn't wake up this morning? And you know what, on a deeper level, you know, like how I always like try to speak positivity into people, but it's at times where people always seen things in me, but I thought very negatively of myself. So no matter what someone said, like, you're an amazing counselor, you're an amazing friend, you're pretty, you're this, I didn't believe it. So it didn't matter what people said. It was just like, you're just saying that.
Now, why didn't you believe it?
Because I used to have these moments where I would go like in and out of depression. And once I got to that part, it was like, I don't give a fuck. No matter what anybody say, I'm down and I'm just going to stay down. And
what did your therapist say to you to get you to really stay up? Or what did you realize about yourself?
It wasn't my therapist.
Okay.
It was just like, baby, you're going to drown if you don't stop doing this shit to yourself. Like, you're really going to drown. And I just kept on thinking like, all right, fear was, there's mental health on both sides of my family. I am predisposed to go a little, like, if I go down, I might not be able to get up. So that was in the back of my head, like, sis, don't get too down, because who gonna pick your ass up? Nobody. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you, boo. So I was just like, okay.
Pick yourself up. Right.
But it's like, when I think about that, I was like, wow, you had some really down times.
Absolutely.
Like, times where I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like the walls are closing in. But when I went outside, nobody would know. So.
Like a ball of fun. Right. Right. And sometimes you see people when they're outside, they're a whole new person. It's like, yo, you dealing with something, right? Because now you're around people, so you feel like you got to show off. You understand what I'm saying? You feel like you got to be the life of the party and all that good stuff. It's like, yo, bro, like, what's wrong? You feel me? Like, when I do that, I realize that I'm doing it to overcompensate for what I feel when I'm not around people. You know what I mean? So I had to bury myself in this joint. You know what I mean? In the house with my daughter. You feel me? Like, learning the radio station, thinking about how the radio station can grow. That's what I've been doing for the last 2 years, writing a book. I got like 3 of them. You feel me? Like, literally. And it's good for me. You know what I mean? Because it allowed me to knock off some of the frustration that I felt and the hostility. You know what I mean? Because I don't blame anybody for anything. Like, it's on me, right? Whatever happened is my fault. If it's my life, it's mine. I have to take ownership of whatever happened in my life, right? And if I hurt somebody, I apologize. I don't have no problem with it. We dealt with that last week. You know what I mean? Like, somebody hit me up and said, "Oh, you're not gonna apologize?" Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Like, I am. I didn't mean to do that, but at the same breath, you were a part of it too. So have you apologized to yourself? And you get crickets, right? So don't call me asking me for an apology when you owe yourself an apology too. Why would you allow yourself to go through that? Why would you stay? Why would you play?
That's another thing. I had to start forgiving myself for the roles I played in my own pain. That's tough. It's easy to like point the finger and say, this person did this did that, they did that. But when you have to look at yourself and say, I played a part in my own pain,
Boy,
that's tough.
Boy, it's tough, but it's something that you have to go through. You know what I mean? If you don't go through it, then you're just blaming other people for things that, you know, other people didn't even know they were doing to you. I was just living. I didn't know. I was hurting. I was upset. I was mad. I was frustrated. So hurt people.
Facts.
And sometimes you got to say, you know, if I was hurting, then I hurt some people.
Absolutely.
And be apologetic.
Whether it's intentional or unintentional, still, you know.
If it was intentional, then, you know, like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I get it. If it was intentional or unintentional, it still happened.
It still happened, right.
And you should still apologize for it. What brings you a sense of peace that's not dependent on external validation? A sense of peace that's not dependent on external validation.
That I've come to a place where I'm very comfortable in my skin. Like, I march to the own beat of my own drum. I always have been that way, but I used to kind of like be worried about what people may think. But now it's like I'm at a place where it's like I comfortably, unapologetically march to the beat of my own drum. And at the end of the day, it's like I feel like everything I've experienced has birthed purpose. So it's like my perspective on life is just so much different. Anything that bad happened to me, I'd be like, and Lord, I still thank you.
Thank you.
And I still have gratitude for everything I've experienced in this life. So that's helped me a great deal.
Oh, I appreciate it, Dante. Happy Autism Awareness Month, bro. Like, you're trying to say I have autism.
Oh, Lord.
Dante,
You and Dante.
That's what he do. I support you, bro. I support you too, man.
Any other comments? Any comments?
Tracy Williams, facts, truth. To unmask is getting honest with yourself. She also said it starts with you and ends with you.
Absolutely.
I had to realize that, right? For everything that I was facing, for everything that I was dealing with, that it ended and started with me. At the end of the day, I was the least common denominator. You know what I mean? Like, so it was like I was always there. I was always in that room. I was always doing something. So it's like, oh shit, it's my fault. It's not yours. It's mine. It's my fault that I forgave. It's my fault that I stayed. It's my fault that I played. It's my fault that I did. It's my fault that I went. It's my fault. And I wasn't saying that to excuse anyone else's behavior. I was just saying it to own my stuff.
Part, right.
You know what I mean? Like, no, I messed up. I wanted this. I allowed it to happen. And for as long as it continued to happen, I was okay with it. You know what I mean? So how to break that, sometimes you have to let people know that you're uncomfortable in the situation, that I can't keep doing this. We have to do something else. And it gets hard because when people get comfortable with you being a certain type of way, they don't want you to change.
Listen.
And you get to changing, they get to throwing daggers and diamonds and all type, anything that'll cut you or trip you up.
Right.
Cut down a whole law. They'll cut down a whole forest and put it in front of you and be like, no, because you
acting weird.
I'm not acting weird. I'm acting how I should act. And I saw something the other day. Brother said, I'm not going out. I'm going to stay in and read. And his friends was like, why are you staying in and read? What, you trying to be a librarian? And just playing with him, The brother knew he had to change his life. He was hanging out. They was drinking. They was partying every week. You feel me? He realized he couldn't continue it, so he changed. A year later, they go into this store to buy something, and he's the manager of the joint. He's like, damn, you really changed, bro. You in this. Like, I had to.
Right.
I realized that I was the most important person in my story. So I had to treat myself like the main character. I had to give myself everything the main character deserved. So when you start doing that, people, they get mad, bro. They get frustrated.
For sure. Because they want to hold on to that old version of you.
Who you think you are? Well, I'm me. Not saying I'm greater than you. Because in your story, you're your main character. Why are you not valuing yourself as much as I value myself? Why are you mad at me? Because I value myself. That shows you're operating at a very low frequency.
True.
Very low, right? So, what are the core values that you would stand on, that you would stand by, even if no one else supported you?
Wow, let me think about that for a second. You might have to come back. I really might have to think about that one, because come back to me on that.
What you mean come back to you? You said answer. You said you was answering questions.
I am answering a question, but I don't know. I want to be intentional about the answer, so I just don't want to just give you like a generic answer. So I will answer it.
The core values that I would stand on now, even if nobody supported me, and I've learned recently, like very recently, how important honesty is. You know what I mean? How important it is to know what you want and speak what you want, right? And not to play games with nobody, right? If no one supported me, I would still be honest, right? Because it has opened other doors for me, right? It allows me to breathe easy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Now I can answer mine if you help me out. I will feel to be true to myself under all like circumstances. because sometimes I feel like I have sinned against myself.
Right.
Trying to keep the peace, trying not to make too many waves. And again, all it did was hurt me in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have to be true to myself. And if that means I have to stand alone, then so be it.
So be it. If you were not afraid of judgment, what is one thing you would change about your life immediately?
I love what I do as an educator and a school counselor. But if I could do something and it wasn't I probably would like take a different path, a different career change, like, and not be afraid, like, oh my God, how am I going to like do it? I probably would like change careers, like just randomly.
Yeah, I don't care about judgment. You judging me, you judging yourself. If you that concerned with what I do, it's a problem with you. And that's a personal problem. So, like I said, throughout my life, I was always in the street. When I decided to quit, I started the radio station. I didn't have no money, right? Without support, without people seeing what I wanted, that I had bigger dreams than anybody standing next to me, that I saw something in everybody that came through the radio station, and everybody, I see a place for everybody when they step into the radio station. You feel me? Like a space, there's a space for you. Now, whether they want to sit in that space, like, that's something different. You feel me? Whether they believe in me when I say it, that's something completely different. But I see a space for everybody.
How do you think you developed that foresight?
I think I always had it.
Okay.
That was something that I always had. Like, even when I was out on the street, I saw a space for you. You know what I mean? All right, you're here, you're there, and I could put people in these spaces and things will happen, right? But when I changed, I didn't have the power that I once had. You feel me? Like, you know, it was different when I was in the street, right? Oh, no, P know what he doing. You feel me? He did this, he did that. So we gonna listen to him in the radio station. He don't know what he doing. I didn't know what I was doing, so I had lost a lot of that gumption. Okay. You feel me? Like, so, but to Miss Tracy Williams says, honesty becomes peace. Accept things that you cannot change things that you can change is constant. But yeah, I can see, you know, when you came into the radio station, I said, no, we're going to do a podcast. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. No, we're going to sit here, we're going to work on it together.
You did.
You know what I mean? When we did the sneaker ball, I said, now you're going to go there and interview. What? Huh? No, you're going to hold the microphone up. Like, somebody's going to hold the microphone up and record you, and you're going to interview the people that are there, right?
Yeah, that was the humdinger because I wasn't expecting that. Right. I thought I was just coming.
Listen. When you're with the radio station, there is no just coming, right? We're working, right? Because we're all trying to grow into something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I would love it to get to the point where you're doing something by yourself. You know what I mean? On the radio station. You feel me? But again, you got to wait until people are comfortable. You can't. I've learned that. Got to be patient. You feel me? And you got to teach people and allow them to see how they've evolved from the first day to day 425. You know what I mean? Past the first year, right? So, you know, should be coming up on that first year soon.
It already has been a year.
Well, since our first podcast?
Yes. We started in March.
2 years. I'm talking about the first time you came.
2024 was the first time I came on.
Yeah, 2 years. Yeah. It's coming. Your change gave you power of yourself. I didn't realize that, Miss Tracy. I really didn't. I didn't, because it was so much happening, right? Because I didn't have, it was one point in my life where I had the money to do whatever I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, and when I started the radio station, again, I trusted that I had partners to help me. You feel me? And for whatever reason, it might have been my fault, like, honestly. And again, I am the common denominator. It might have been me. It might have been my ego. It might have been the people that were around me. It might have been the people that I allowed to speak, right, and say things that deterred people from really staying, right? And if that's the case, then you could have told me. Could have had a conversation with me. I wouldn't have got mad. But there was one thing that I remember people always saying is I should cuss less, or I should talk a certain type of way. And I was like, if you ever seen this movie, Don Cheadle played in this movie. It came out in 2007. I think it's Talk to Me, P.D. Green.
Okay.
Right? Check it out.
Okay.
Right? He was an ex-convict. I watched this movie when I came home from jail, right? In 2008, and became like, damn, I can do this. Always wanted to do radio.
Okay.
Right. There was a competition, I want to say in 2006 for the next Wildin' Out, right? And they were looking for this person. I was like, oh, I'm gonna apply. At the time, I was getting high, so everything I did was funny to me.
Okay.
You feel me? Like everything. I used to make parody the songs and little dumb things like that.
Kind of funny though.
Girl, like when I was getting high, I was extremely funny.
Okay.
I was Cat Williams.
Okay.
But once I stopped doing that, you feel me? I reality hit. You know what I mean? And it wasn't funny anymore. But Talk to Me, Don Cheadle, P.D. Green, and I think it's Dewey Hughes. So I think it was Radio 1.
Okay.
It was Washington, D.C. So instantaneously, I was like, yo, like we can do something like that in Chester. You feel me? Like, and I'm looking for people that fit, that can do what I need them to do. I just wanted to be a personality. I just wanted to be behind the mic. But now when I start the radio station and people leave, now I got to be responsible for everything. Right? I got to make sure I can talk to so I can't talk how I want to talk because I got to go into the rooms with these people and talk to them about sponsoring the radio station. You know what I mean? It's one thing when you have a personality that can do that and you got somebody else that's in the rooms, I can calm him down. It was like Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Once Jay-Z realized that he could do things without Dame Dash, he didn't need Dame Dash.
Right.
But until then, he needed Dame Dash to go in there and talk for him and work while he stayed in the studio and he wrote. So for me, that's where I'm at. It's hard for me to be a personality when I also have to be the owner. I also got to be on the marketing team. I also got to be out there for the people to understand, like, yeah, I'm just the owner. I can help you, right? So it's like, it's frustration. You know what I mean? But I don't want to say it is because then people looking at me like, why are you frustrated? I thought that's what you wanted.
Right.
So it was a lack of money. Because if I had more money, I could do more things. I could pay people. And when you pay people, people want to stay.
Right.
When you can't pay people,
right,
you end up giving up other things. You're helping people. One day at a time, this is your blessing. Yes, it is. I believe it is, right? For the last year, I've been able to sit in it, right? And not really, I haven't worked outside of the radio station. Every month, something comes through, right? Something comes through, I would like for what I really want to come through, but, until I get to that point where I have enough people standing next to me, it won't. You know what I mean? So, does your current career or daily routine reflect your highest potential? No. So what would, like, honestly?
I really want to be licensed to, like, I'm a certified school counselor. I really want to be licensed as a therapist.
All right. What does it take to do that?
I have to pass the test. I took it once and I failed by 4 points.
When was the last time you took it?
I took it in January of 2025.
Oh, all right. You about to take it again now?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I have to study. This is the thing. I be having so many ideas, but I feel like I have adult ADHD because it'd be like stuff be pinging in my head. Like, I got this idea, I got that idea, I got this idea. And it's like.
Do you write them down?
Yeah, I do.
Right. Do you ever look them over after you write them down?
Yeah.
And try to figure out if they can become reality?
They can.
So what's stopping you?
When I'm going to be honest, and I was just going to sound like an excuse.
It is.
When I get home from work,
you be tired.
I'll be tired. And I'll be like, oh, man, like, I need to
drink a Red Bull.
I need to start studying, but, like, I want to be licensed. I really do.
Let's get licensed then.
I do. So that is a goal. Because
It's
I
not
can
a
do
goal.
so much.
Not a goal.
Like, I want to be like somebody like Dr. Bryant, like Cheyenne Bryant.
Okay.
Like, I want to do like that type of work.
All right.
Yeah, so.
Well, get it done.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, get it done.
But I love what I do, though.
I know you do.
I know, but I know it's more. I have more in store for myself.
Tracy Williams says, "Continue to walk your walk." I know how much you've helped me. You know what I mean? Like over the past 2 years. You feel me? Like the text you sent me, the very first text you sent me, I was like, damn, okay, right.
Thanks for being receptive.
Right. I'm receptive of all positive people because I know the type of energy that I give out. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm not a negative person. I don't like to do negative things. You feel me? Like I used to. And that's where it gets hard, right? To have people that knew me from then and see me now, like, nigga, you fake. Yeah. Yo, you were talking that, you fake. And it's like, no, I'm really not, bro. Like I really. When I took the job with the DA, everybody was like, what the hell's you doing? Nigga working for the DA. I said, this has never happened before. They've never hired anybody from the city of Chester to do any type of work. So why wouldn't I take the job, right, and help out the brothers that need to be helped out and bring up and allow other people to grow? That wasn't my mission, though. That wasn't what was put on me. It was put on me to get it started, right? And it was put on me to help the brothers get in. But then after that, y'all are in, I'm out. You feel me? Like I didn't walk away from the work. If anybody calls me, I know who to call. But I don't have to do that. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that work. This is the work that I want to do. Radio station. This is what allows me to be at my highest potential. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even with being the owner, but without like giving the owner, I've given the CEO position to so many people. Like literally.
Really?
Yes. That's how you should know I really don't care about the boss. Figure this out. I just want to I just want to do the radio. And that's it. That's all I want to do. So if anybody ever came to me and was like, yo, man, I want a partner. All right, you want to be a partner? You the boss. No, I can't be the boss. I don't need you. I really don't. I don't want to be your boss. I need somebody to go out there and sell the radio station. I need you to go out there and get sponsors. And so I'm going to sit in here and I'm going to talk and I'm going to bring other podcasts in. Right? And we're going to create a team of people that are here. We're covering everything. Saturday, we'll be at Blessed Catherine Drexel.
Okay.
For Delaware County Foundation's their mom. I don't know if I have the photo up here. But even in that, we got Portia P. She's a personality at the radio station. She'll be hosting that event. I don't need to host all of the events. I don't need to be at every situation. If the radio station is there, we have hosts. We have personalities that can do it and do it very good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's Saturday. It'll be from 11 to 2.
Okay. So,
it's good energy, man. I feel your energy too, Miss Williams, right? It's you change your walk, right? It gets hard sometimes, right? But I'm not scared of it. I enjoy it. Trust me, I enjoy it. What other questions we got? What's the difference between what you think you want and what your soul actually needs?
I put that question down. Was I prepared to answer that?
Right.
I feel like sometimes we have desires for things that may not be in our best interest, but it's a desire versus something that is good for us per se or good for our soul. We all have desires, but it doesn't mean that we're supposed to have them. Like that doesn't mean that those desires should be fulfilled all the time.
Right.
So
how hard is it not to fulfill your desires?
Okay, this is a good one because I feel like it's that mindset shift. There are things that I used to like that I'm like, it was like I was fixated on some things, and it's like that shit was no good for me.
Imagine if you had a list of 100 desires that you fulfilled every day. And now you can't fulfill all 100. It's just one. And you find it very difficult not to feel that one desire.
Damn.
That's my life.
Oh my.
Right?
That's tough. That's tough.
Like, I'm not fulfilling all the others no more. I'm not chasing the money. I'm not chasing, you feel me, the power. I'm not selling drugs. I'm not doing all the extra stuff that comes along with that lifestyle. You feel me? I'm not playing in the streets, that everything that comes along with that lifestyle, right? There's about 50 in each category, right? And I'm not doing none of them, but I still got this one. This one desire. It's like, oh, damn. I got rid of the 99. But you're going to punish me for this one I got? Damn.
That must be a heavy one.
It's not really heavy. It's fun.
It's fine.
You feel me? Like it feels good. It's nice. I ain't got no more skin. I can't get no more tattoos. You feel me? That's I start tatting my face, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to grow my hair back, but I'm about to cut that off tonight. You feel me? Because I'm bald for real. This drink is crazy. I don't like that. But it's life. You know? That's hard. But yeah, a celebration of maternal health and wellness rooted in justice and joy. This is happening Saturday, April 18th. Food giveaways, a photo booth, DJs, vendors, workshops, and speakers. The Chester Consortium invites the community to join a family-friendly celebration focused on maternal health, education, resources, and wellness. Connect with the local organizations and explore community resources. This Saturday, April 18th, Drexel Newman Academy, 1901 Potter Street, Chester, Pennsylvania. It's brought to you by the Family Village, Delaware County Health Department, the City of Chester, Keystone First, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, and Mom. Maternal Outcomes Matter. So this is what's taking place this Saturday. Nice. And Portia P will be the personality on the, I won't say on the ones and twos, but no, she'll be on the mics. And we'll be interviewing and talking to everybody there. So, come through, come check out the radio station. Again, come and get the information. So my daughter was talking about she wants to go back to school to get her master's in community health.
Oh, nice.
And she was talking about, the issues with Black maternal medicine. A lot of issues. And how they don't listen to the women when they say there's an issue or there's pain or, she's trying to figure that out, right? And I said, anything that has to do with how Blacks are treated is usually deep rooted in racism. Right, and that's our problem. We don't have our own hospitals. We don't have our own anything, our own banks, our own hospitals, and as long as we depend on them, then we'll continue to get the treatment that we get. Right, so maybe hopefully we can get back to working on us, helping us. Right, so Black-owned radio station. That's number one. Let's get a Black-owned hospital. Let's start
amazing.
Let's start a Black-owned bank. Let's help each other again. Competition happens at the bottom. Collaboration happens at the top. Let's work together. Let's help everyone. Right? So, what steps are you taking to show up more fully for yourself every day?
I prioritize my self. To be honest,
me.
I feel like if I want to be able to show up good in my profession and for my loved ones, then I have to make sure that I'm good. And that was something that I used to struggle with. It's like I would put all these things above me, and now I'm not with that anymore. So I prioritize myself. And when I work very hard when I'm at work, but when I get off that clock, I shut it down, And that used to be hard because I really love what I do, but I'm like, no. Because guess what? If something was to happen to me tomorrow, I would be replaced in a flash.
In a flash.
So,
heartbeat.
Yeah, I prioritize myself.
Right. I prioritize myself too. I also prioritize talking to my children. right? Especially my three oldest. Right? They're at a stage that my father didn't get to see from me. 23, 21, 19. And I know if my father was alive at 23, I would have graduated college. You know what I mean?
Would you still consider going back?
We had that conversation.
Yes.
I would love to go back. I would love to make that something that I do. I just don't know how to do it. And with like I said, you think about everything on my plate. When we were talking about it, you feel me?
Yeah. It was bad timing.
It wasn't really bad timing. It was just it was more on my plate at that time. It was more for me to do, more for me to stand up for. So I would love to go back to school because when my daughter was born, me and her mother said, all right, by the time Taylor's 4, I need you to be done with school. So you focus on school. I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do what I need to do for these. Get rid of these drugs and stuff like that and make money. But in 2006, I got locked up. 2007, I was upstate. 2008, I came home, and life happened. Wow. You know what I mean? So, again, I want to control everything that happens in my life. So, I had to take more ownership over the things that I want to see, the things that I need to see, and the things that I need to do. Right? So, I would love to go back to school. But we gotta find out how that can happen. I need help filling out the FAFSA and all that good stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Living in My Truth Awards, second LNMT Awards is coming June 27th at Dream Terminal, looking for supporters. You got me. I ain't got no problem supporting. You feel me? You got
What date is that?
June 27th. Probably
I might
Saturday.
try to buy a ticket.
Yeah. We're gonna grab tickets. We're gonna definitely show out. You feel me? Like, we're gonna support our sister because we're collaborating over here, not competing. All right, so what else we got? What legacy do you want to leave behind in your relationships with others?
Oh, man, this gets me a little emotional because I always think about legacy even though I don't have children. I want to be remembered on how I impacted others, how I helped others. That's really important to me because I feel like my life is not my own. Right. Like, I'm here for a reason. Okay. And I feel like my pain actually birthed a lot of purpose. Like, I already knew some things I was supposed to do, but pain really kind of put it in, like,
that's where true purpose comes from. Mm-hmm. Honestly, if you can see past your pain and get out of your pain and get out of your own way and begin to love on you again, you'll see that purpose birthed your pain. Your pain was birthed, whatever.
I know.
The purpose was birthed through your pain, right?
Right.
I know I saw it. Right. I know I felt it. You feel me? Right. So I know it's true. At least for me, it is. Right. Everybody else can have their own situations. Do it. Yeah, the legacy I want to leave behind in my relationships with others is a radio station. You know what I mean? Like, I want the radio station to stay here and to cultivate mature positivity past Chester in the Delaware County, past Delaware County in the Philly, past.
It's bigger than you. It's way bigger.
It's so many other people. Maybe one day we can get to a point where maybe I am the boss and I'm not a radio personality, right? But right now, I'm a radio personality, right? And I enjoy doing that, right? So, let's keep building. What emotion do you feel sometimes you avoid feeling the most, and why?
Fear?
Fear?
Yeah. Fear will have you stuck. Fear will stop you from chasing your dreams. Yeah. When you respond to situations out of fear, it most likely never ends up going too well. And before you answer, like I'll give you an example. Like, I'm in a relationship. I'm very happy. And like when I got in a relationship, I really wasn't looking for one, and I had kind of a fear, like I knew I wanted to love again, but I'm like, am I ready for this? Like, and if I would have been like, girl, you done did therapy, you done did all this work, but are you really ready? Because this gonna be the real deal. And I'm like, if I would have just been like, girl, maybe you need some more therapy, maybe you need to wait a little longer, I don't know, I might not be in a relationship. So if I would have just went off of that initial fear, I would have been afraid to leap out there. If I went off of fear, I wouldn't be podcasting. If I went off of fear, I wouldn't have made certain friends. I wouldn't have made certain connections. So, I've just learned to do it while you're scared.
It's the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. Do it while you're scared. I think fear heightens your awareness. For me, it did. 'Cause I was scared to death on the street.
Wow. See,
right?
Different perspectives.
So I've learned to, what was this saying? What was it? Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight. That was on Batman.
Oh, okay.
You feel me? The Joker. You feel me? Like,
okay.
I've learned to dance with fear. You know what I mean? It's good to recognize it. It's not good to allow it to recognize you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't let it in.
That makes sense.
But I definitely, when I leave the crib, I definitely grab it.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Because I need to be aware.
Okay.
You feel me? So, who that? And that car done rolled past here a couple times. Now, I'm not going to allow them to see that I'm scared, but, let's switch some things up. You feel me? Like,
Got you.
And the things that I was doing, I get shot. You feel
to
me?
have your head on a swivel, like, for sure.
My head could spin off, and I could see behind me. Like, you like, yo, damn, yo, bro, stop playing. You feel me? Like,
Right.
You gonna get shot? Because I'm not gonna turn around and look. I'm just going. So, like, stop kidding. Stop playing around. So, for me, I've never really been scared of anyone.
Okay.
I just scared of what I might do more than anything, right? So, and be aware of that, right? Because you don't want to do something you're going to regret. Yeah. And the other part of me was just felt good.
Gotcha.
Right? Who needs to come sit on the couch, Miss Tracy? She's invited both of us.
I'm definitely down.
We're not going to go at the same time.
Okay,
but,
who want to go first? If you want to go first.
No, you can go. It doesn't matter. Whoever she wants. It's her podcast.
She got my number. She can hit me up.
Right. Fear is in your way. Yeah, I always tell my kids, anybody that'll listen to me, people will get in your way. People will try to stop you. People will tell you, no, you can't do it. Run them over. You can come back later and pick them up. Right? But right now, I got to get this done. I never thought about it that way. You know what I mean? I was always, oh, no, let me stay here with you. Oh, I got you. Oh, it just makes sure your stuff is getting that much further away from you. So now I don't have time to play and joke and laugh, and everything's not funny. And that's just for me. Yeah, it could be funny for you. That's cool, but it ain't funny for me. Like, this is real. Like, this is how I eat. This is how I don't have a job. I'm not getting paid.
Right.
Barely.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
I have to continue to create and do and move. So yeah. This is dope. And how have you transformed your biggest challenge into a big strength?
I use my pain to help. I use the experiences I've had to help others. The fact that I grew up being someone that kept a lot of my big emotions to myself, and now that I'm expressive, it's like everything I wasn't, I am now.
Right.
So that's like a strength to me.
My biggest challenge was believing in myself. I didn't, you know. Always thought less of myself because I hung out with lesser people. You know what I mean? And if this is who I have to hang out with, then I must not be who I think I am or who I thought I was. You know what I mean? And I believed that for a long time. And it really wasn't given back to me until me and my mom had the conversation. I think about that conversation that I had with my mom before she passed away. Like, damn, if I wouldn't have called her, you know what I mean? Where would I be at right now?
Wow. What you just said resonated because, again, it's like I remember my grandmother was alive. She thought the world of me. She always was like, you're beautiful, you're smart, this, that, and the third. People always told me that, and I just was like, whatever. And then when I turned 40, it's like something clicked. Then I think I've had some really life-changing experiences that helped me. And I met somebody who will remain nameless that like saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself. And I'll never forget that person because they spoke life into me when I was really, really down,
right.
You know, and that was important because it's like, man, when people see the good in you, when you don't see your good in yourself,
Absolutely.
you know, it can make a difference.
Yes, it can. I believe in myself now. You know what I mean? And I don't over believe. Like I'm not braggadocious. You know what I mean? But you know, I accept the compliments as they come. You feel me?
You have definitely gotten better with that.
Right. Because I never really saw it. You know what I mean? I was so busy. Like I said, it's hard for a person to look at their work when they're on the train. Right? And literally, when my mom passed away, the train stopped. I had to get off of that train because I was going to run into somebody. You feel me? Like,
right.
And I was like, no, that's not what I do. I don't do that. I don't want that. Let me sit down. Right? And I did kind of, you know, go after a couple people, but that was because of the way, you know, I felt that they treated my mother. You know what I mean? And I'm like, she ain't here no more. You feel me? Like, so you can't call her and tell her to calm me down. You feel me? I'm on your ass.
Right.
Like, then I thought about that after. I was like, all right, I'm sorry, Mom. I won't do that again. I apologize. I know that's not where you wanted me at, right? And that's where I wanted to go at. And that was the anger in me. So that's why I stopped doing all the podcasts, right? And I fell back. And I really think, you know, the time we took off gave me time to sit back and really heal and understand and ask questions that I needed answers to.
And then I think back, the very first podcast, your mom had just passed away. And I was like, the strength that you had to actually show up that day. She had just passed and you did a podcast. That was my first initial contact with you. And I was just like, when I went home, I was like, I can't believe he still showed up.
So the day my mom passed away, I was with my brother. And he wrote on my arm, work. Right? You got to keep on working, bro. Like, you can't. And I did for a minute. Like, it was enough gas to get me past the funeral, right? And then after that, I fell apart, right? I was mad. I was frustrated. I was angry. I was like, that's when I realized that, you know, people say it like, I always got your back, right? And I'll be there if you need me. I didn't want to reach out to nobody. I didn't want to be bothered by nobody, honestly. I just wanted to be left alone, right? Because the last time I was alone, I could hear my father. So I just knew, you feel me, if I was alone, I'll be able to hear my mom. You know what I mean? And I cried for that. I asked for that so much, right, to a point where recently I had a dream about her, right? And she was smiling, looking at me. She was like, look at you. I'm so proud of you. You feel me? Like, I was like, okay, right. I think I'm doing what I need to do. I'm not doing what I have to do, but I'm going to get there, right? You know, progress, right? It's slow. You can't rush it. But I trust the process. We're getting through it. We're doing good things. We're going to continue to grow. You feel me? Like, so. Practice self-compassion. Practice being nice to yourself and talking to yourself in a way that allows you to heal whatever you're going through. Do you do that?
Absolutely. And I also parent myself, and I hug myself, and, I wipe my tears, and I tell myself that I am deserving of good things. Like, I realize that some things I will have to do for myself because I just know that I don't have the people in my family to do those things. Like those affirmations, like, baby, nobody not going to do that for you. You got to do that for yourself.
Do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I used to think, I still believe that that's my love language, affirmations. Like it just, to get somebody that believes in you,
it means everything.
It means everything. When you get somebody who is connected to you so tightly and they don't believe in you, that fucks with you.
Absolutely.
Because then you get to believe in what they say. And then it's only a matter of time before, you feel me, you get to exploding and saying things and don't care, and now you're not even you anymore. You're everything that they said you were. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll be damned if I allow anybody around me that's like that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really care about me, and I understand why you wouldn't, right? Because I might have hurt you, I might have put you in a bad situation, right? So I understand that, but I don't need you around me giving me that negative energy, right? Keep it over there, please. It's nothing against you. It's just how you feel about me. Maybe I've hurt you. Maybe I've done too much. And if I've done too much, then we need to, call a spade a spade.
Right.
You feel me? Lay it on the table and leave it where it is. But it's hard to do all that. It's definitely hard to do all that. Trust the process. Man, I am I'm super proud of this podcast and what we're building here.
Thanks for believing in me, though, because, man, I would have never thought.
You never thought what?
I would have never thought I would be able to do this. I'm going to be honest. It's just like public speaking at work is one thing. Like, I've talked to people, I've been on the stage and whatever, but like doing this like outside of work, I would have, no. Put me in front of a kid, a parent, I can talk, but doing this, I would have never thought.
I want you to read first thing, accept and utilize.
Accept and utilize pain as a teacher. Views life's difficulties not just as suffering, but as valuable experiences. Use discomfort as a signal to pay closer attention to specific areas of life.
Boom! That's everything right there. Like, pain can birth your purpose. Pain can be a teacher of lessons. Why are you experiencing this right now is one of the biggest questions that I have been asking myself since I was a kid, bro. Like, my answers were always different, like literally, depending on my mindset.
Okay.
When my father died, it was like, why did my dad die? Why am I experiencing this? Oh, because I'm worthless. I'm not supposed to be here. So I tried to kill myself, right? Later on in life, why did this person do this? Oh, because I'm worthless. I'm not supposed to be here. So I ran out to the street. Again, trying to kill myself. Start smoking cocaine on my weed, start getting hot, boy. Trying to kill myself. It wasn't until I got upstate that I realized, like, damn, nigga, like, I'm different from these motherfuckers. I'm not the same. I'm nothing like them. You feel me? So why am I in here?
Right.
Because I was trying to kill myself. So you trying to die? It's a perfect place. Come on, let's go do some dumb shit. Let's die. Nah, I'm good. Come on, nigga. That's what you want to do. Nah, I'm good. Don't you steal him? Stab him. Here, make a shank. Stab him.
Wow.
Go ahead. You want to be here, right? No, I'm good. All right. You get it, right? I get it, Dad. I understand it. All right. And when you go home, you going to stay the fuck? I'm staying the fuck home. You're not going to leave your son again? No, I'm never going to leave him again. I told my son that. He was a baby. I said, bro, I'll never leave. After this, I will never leave you again. And I meant that. Right? I kept my promise.
Good.
Right. So whatever you're trying to change, whatever you feel is painful, whatever you feel has hurt you, you got to allow it to teach you a lesson. You got to allow it to show you who you really are. Right? Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't react. Right? Please don't react or don't respond. Or don't react or respond. I don't know which one is better. I think responding takes energy, right?
Yep.
Than reacting, right? So don't react to it. Try to utilize it. Try to understand it. Try to make it a part of you, right? I know it's painful. I know it hurts. I know every situation just continues to get worse, but you can make it through whatever you're dealing with right now. Like, literally. Like, I've dealt with it all. Right? So, what else you got, Drea?
I don't really have much, but the fact is that the only way we can grow through certain things is to really have an awareness, and it starts with your patterns. I can't stress that enough. If I did not change certain patterns of behavior, I would not be in a good mental space. And oftentimes it's like some of the stuff be generational. And it's hard to break those generational like cycles. But if you have the desire to do so, it starts with the desire to do so and then taking action steps towards making a shift. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not. You're going to have some relapses. You can be triggered, but any progress is better than nothing.
Boy.
So the only way we get better is to start somewhere. Don't think that you're so far going like, I can't change. I'm so a mess that I just don't even know where to start. Start somewhere. Start somewhere.
Start somewhere. Love somewhere. Be somewhere. Do something. Right?
What's my motto?
Can't heal what you don't reveal.
Right. This I can say this podcast is not only therapeutic to others, it's therapeutic to me because I never had the confidence to like speak my truth on this level. And speaking my truth doesn't always make me look good, but I'm okay with that.
I don't care how nobody view me. That's your view of me. You don't know what speaking my truth, how light that makes me feel. I was a cheater for years, right? I didn't care, right? And I have apologized to my ex-wife for the years of abuse I put her through, right? No matter what she did, I did something. I was a major component in the things that I did. I did them for a reason. I didn't think I would be here. You know what I mean? I really thought I was going to die at 37. Boy. And then here come my 37th birthday, and it's like, oh,
I'm still here.
the fuck? Okay, it's going to happen. In 2017, it's going to happen. But in 2016, I was already doing a radio station. I had already gone to therapy. I'd already filed for divorce. I was changing, and I was like, damn, maybe I won't. You feel me? Maybe I won't die. And it was like, all right, well, let's do the radio station. Let's build one in Chester. Let's do it in Chester. Let's have it in Chester. And my friends that were around me at that time, they were supportive of it. Bro, you got to do it. I wasn't able to not believe in myself or deter myself from being great.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like before I was. You feel me? Like, oh, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do this. Nah, I don't even make this money. Like, nah, I'm done hustling. Dropped everything. People that owed me money, left it out there. You feel me? So I think to be someone new, you got to allow the old you to die. Right? You have to.
Absolutely.
You have to. Cultivate trust in self and process. Move from a mindset of fear to one of trust. Practice self-advocacy. Use your knowledge and support system to ensure your voice is heard. A wiser self knows when to ask questions, challenge information, and stand by their informed decisions. Trust yourself. This has been a great episode. I want to thank Andrea for the topic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
Y'all know my motto, you can't heal what you don't reveal. And, I really hope that this podcast, helps people to just, take a deeper look within themselves and just to be on the path of just being the best and highest version of themselves. So, for those who are tuning in, I appreciate you all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want everybody to have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night. Tomorrow is a new day full of new dreams, new activities, new desires, new wants, new feelings. Allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to tell somebody else about the mistakes that you made so they don't make the same mistakes. CMPRadio.net. This is Uncomfortable Conversations. Make sure you're tuned in next week, same time, 7 p.m., same place, CMPRadio.net. I want y'all to have a great day. On purpose. With purpose. Drea.
See y'all.